It's time for a wee little history lesson. Now, back in the 1800s, there was this company, or there was this whiskey brand. It was an American whiskey. It was called Gibson's. Now, Gibson's, I guess they produced some kind of American whiskey, probably a rye, maybe a bourbon, but Gibson's was an American whiskey. Then Prohibition came along, and a lot of whiskey distilleries closed down because of Prohibition. They couldn't sell their product, so why make it? But the brand Gibson's was, I guess, somehow transferred or bought out by Shenley, and Shenley was a Canadian producer of things like vodka, gin. I guess they had a whiskey also, but now Gibson's was. Gibson's has become kind of a Canadian institution. I have here a bottle of Gibson's Finest. It's aged 12 years. I have never really given it a chance. I've never really tried it. I've had the Gibson's Finest 18-year-old expression. There are also other expressions called silver and gold. This is the Gibson's Finest Rare, 12-year-old. It's not that rare. There were plenty of bottles on the shelf, but I think they had just received the shipment at the liquor store. So I'm going to give this thing a try for the first time in my life. I mean, it's been well over a quarter century since I started drinking. And I'm over half a century old and I haven't had this stuff yet. And I call myself Canadian. Ha! Well, let's see if we can open up the... Oh, it opens up quite easily. There's like a plastic thing on it here. And is this a cork? Yes, this is a cork, which is quite surprising because this was not much more expensive than the Wiser's Deluxe, which is also which doesn't have a cork. It has a. Let's get this plastic cladding crap off of here. There. Now it shall be easier to pour. I'll put it in my dirty glass, which just had another Canadian whiskey in it, so that's okay. Get a reasonable sized dram. There we go. Yeah, it's sort of like a honey gold kind of color. It's nicer than to put a cork in it. That's a touch of class. That's more class than Canadian. The Crown Royal. Crown Royal still has that plastic crap cap. A little cleansing of the palate from the Wiser's Deluxe I had before. What does it say on here? Gibson's Finest Canadian Whiskey Canadien. Now let's see. 40% alcohol by volume. That is the standard. That is the accepted practice among your typical Canadian whiskeys. Does it say anything else on here? Gibson's Finest. Taste fully aged. It's too small to read, but it's Gibson's, you know. I don't know if this is available outside of Canada, but in Canada you can get it anywhere. In fact, I think I mentioned in the previous video that I was agonizing whether I should buy this one or the Wiser's Deluxe at the time when I was looking. I didn't know how to read labels. I didn't know what any of it meant. It was just whiskey, right? Well, oh. Wait, I'm not getting much yet. That's where you have to be patient with Canadian whiskey in order to get any nose. It doesn't leap out at you. It's quite neutral. I'm getting a little bit of, smells like clay. It smells like clay. Okay, here it comes. I'm getting a caramel toffee note. Some vanilla. Is that a hint of mint? It's I'm trying to, it's not fruity. Get caramel and vanilla. Oh! Toffee with a bit of mint. There's a mint. It's like mint tea. Yeah, there's a strong toffee note now. I'm getting my nose full of it. And there's a little bit of a tea, a mint tea aroma to it. Okay. Let's try for the taste now. Strong caramel toffee, hint of vanilla to it. There's a touch of mint, sort of like in the background. There's a bit of a custard thing, like a vanilla pudding. It's like a custard thing in the aftertaste. Let's give this another try. It's mouth-watering like crazy. Yeah, there's that toffee with a little hint of mint going in the aftertaste towards custard, and then there's not much left. It's nice. I could drink this every day. I never thought I'd hear myself saying it, but it's a higher quality whiskey than the Wiser's Deluxe that I just had before. And they still age at 12 years. I think that helps a lot. Getting a bit of no, there's no flavor. Just my mouth feels dry. There's no flavor left. Like most Canadian whiskeys, it doesn't have a long aftertaste. It's only 40% alcohol by volume, so it doesn't have enough. It could use a little more alcohol to carry the flavor. For example, there is this stuff called 90 from the Centennial Distillery in Alberta. It's 45% alcohol by volume. The flavors come to you more directly, and I hope this thing is still working properly, because the image froze for a moment there. The Gibson's finest rare 12-year-old Canadian whiskey. Yeah, it's all right. And cheers.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.